Now, all you vinyl varmints, all you record collecting crew, have I got a box of records for you?
Yes. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah.
Well, it's a frosty Tuesday up here in Ontario.
Up here.
Shadow Man.
Up here. Good morning, good morning.
I'm Addict Daddy. And it is a Tuesday. Means I get to stay up later for Red Skull. After Adobe Gillis. They still think of that one every Tuesday.
Was it Tuesdays?
Yeah.
She's got an amazing memory.
Yeah. See red. Anyway, today is show number 43 about Norton Records. If you're not familiar with them, you're really, I think, missing something. They're a huge part of my musical education. And,
not so much.
Yeah, shall we proceed? It all
Let's get this party started
here. That I was able to locate one of these in Tirana in the 80s after it was out. And this was the Kicks number 3. I don't have 1 or 2. They're pretty rare. They were started by a couple, Billy Miller and Miriam Linna. It was originally going to be a Flamin' Groovies fanzine, and it grew into this. And these things, I mean, just to find, they're just chock-packed with all this obscure stuff. Well, at the time, they really helped to spread the gospel, if you will.
Who's that dude on the back?
Now, Miriam was in the Cramps as the drummer before Nick Knox. And they were a kind of New York-centric record company. Why should they started out with a magazine, and then they grew into a record company. I just wanted to show you a few more of the Kicks. This is number 4. Wanda Jackson, of course. Ronnie Self. We've talked about Wanda quite a bit. I always go on about how I met Wanda 3 times. Hazel Adkins, which has a big history in Norton Records.
$5.
This is the great Hazel Adkins issue. Now he was still performing. Geez, I'm not sure when he passed away. Around the turn of the century. I mean, this one.
This century.
This one. Yeah, but it was still around. One-man band, wild band. I went to see him in Hamilton at Chuggy's one time. First time I got to meet the A-Bones, who I'd seen a few times since. In New York City and New Orleans. But this, again, this stuff was life-changing. It was like, you know, give you a nosebleed. It's incredible. And they put out, I think, 7 over 20 years, may I say. I don't want to be inaccurate. But this was, number 6 with the Bobby Fuller 4. Quite extensive story about him and the mystery of his demise. But this was their first color cover. And yeah, the Choppers. Just this type of culture, the post-psychobilly, trash, you know, aesthetic. This just defines it. And I believe this was their last one. And this has the trash bin on the cover. Because everybody's heard about the bird.
The surfing bird?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. And the picture of Elvis with Rudy Tooty Grizel. And that's, of course, the stories about Rudy. Anyway, after being turned on to this stuff, Norton Records, and that is Ed Norton. It is from them. There is some Mrs. Manicotti and some Cramden records, but they're mostly on Norton. This was their first release. Again, Hazel Adkins. He opened up for Public Image in Toronto.
Yeah.
Up there, yeah. One-man band, drum kit, and the guitar. And, you know, No More Hot Dogs was one of his big songs.
He's not Bandoloni. If you're from London, you know who Bandoloni is.
Oh, okay.
He's the one-man band.
Yeah, so this was one of the Hazel Adkins albums, and another one on Norton. This is The Wild Man.
What's that thing sitting on his lap?
That's his guitar, or
The other thing. What's he looking for something up there?
I'm not
You
sure.
misplaced your lighter?
It's a striking cover. It's a striking cover. It is.
Yeah.
And then there's Hazel on the back there.
Holiness to the
West
Lord.
Virginia. Chicken Flop, Big Red Satellite. My band used to do Big Red Satellite.
Foggy Mountain Top. Wow.
And some of this stuff, we did a Charlie Feathers show earlier with Charlie and Link and Wanda. I'm not sure the number, but
Honey.
yeah. And this fantastic Honey with the great Charlie Feathers, rockabilly. Wrote I Forgot to Remember to Forget Her. So always had a little bit of bread from that because Elvis did it. Memphis Legend. Here's a really nice one. Dale Hawkins.
Great.
Oh, Susie Q. And it's got the early demo for Susie Q, pre the single. Very cool.
High Fidelity.
Yeah. He was on Checker Records, which was a division of Chess.
Okay.
Yeah. With Bo Diddley and things like that. Pretty neat. Very cool. Very cool. Detailed, liner notes, beautiful presentations.
So much
Beautiful people writing for them. Cub Coda from Brownsville Station wrote the greatest liner notes. He knew so much of them. And we've had Link, quite a few, we've featured these before, but I just like to tie these and get all that they are. Norton Records. And beautiful packages. Some Kind of Nut.
Alright, dressed so neat and
Oh, that's the Raymond. Yeah. And there's Link. Yeah. Link's getting ready to go on stage. He's combing his hair because he's got a beautiful head of hair. This is a guy called Jack Starr. I think he was from Texas. Kind of a local legend. He made short films and did monster makeup and recorded his own music.
is that
And
one
it is primitive and bizarre.
is that one of his creations down there in the bottom?
Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff. They compiled, and they got Jack Starr's career on here. Very cool. Escarita. We talked about Escarita before.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Don't think
vintage Vula. Piano player, singer, a big influence on Little Richard Penniman.
Could it be the hair?
Could be, but you know, he was on like a major label too, because after Little Richard was successful beyond imagination, these record companies thought, oh God, we'll give this guy a try. And
He looks just like Little Richard almost with the hair, the little
he said
mustache.
he was big, he was tall.
Wow.
Richard wasn't. But yeah, Escarita. See, it's on Capitol.
But it says Norton up there in the...
But the original things, the ad right here is for Capitol.
Oh, all right.
See that? Yeah. Okay.
Sees it.
Yeah, yeah. But these are all re-releases. Showed this before too at our Sam and Sham show. Turban Renewal. Everybody doing Sam and Sham songs.
Some a-hole wrote all over it there.
Oh, it's still got, yeah, the plastic on. Anyway, Norton Records. This is, I think, from 1992, this one was. I still got my
Still in the
envelopes and
envelope.
everything.
You know, you,
And they used to send the most beautiful catalogs.
I think I
Look
have...
at that. In the mail, catalogs with like registration forms you filled in with a pen. And all the Norton stars. Jack Starr, Link, Ray, Hazel Adkins, Charlie Feathers. And these, it just absolutely, absolutely amazing. And posters, Mexican wrestling masks.
we got to get some of those.
Oh, and yeah, and then they send you out like additional newsletters of what was new in the mail with an order form. Seems like another century. Well, it was.
It literally was.
That's probably why it seemed like that. And these catalogs had the most swearing in them of any record catalog I've ever. They were just adamant about who they hated. And,
We're not like
yeah,
that. We hate
there was a
everybody.
bunch of beautiful Norton. And not only
So you talk about people who...
Miriam, imagine the amazing Miriam Lina had these books out too, Bad Seed. Now these are for JD, that is juvenile delinquent novel collectors. And there was a bunch of these. Hop-Headed Rampage, Hop-Head Rampage. Oh, JD, VD, OD. Impressive. And yeah, Charlie Starkweather, of course. Switchboard Jungle. Teen Tramp, Jailbait.
I was girl bait. I hope you were.
Teenage Drugs.
Wow. Hell's Pussies. Wow.
Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful books. And again, these are just thick with reprints and everything. If you ever get a chance to come across any of these, I don't know.
So Don, you see, we collect a lot of stuff.
Yeah, well, it's just the kind of lifestyle of this music.
I shouldn't say we, more had a daddy, he knows what to hang on. He's been hanging on to stuff since he was wee little
Here's
boy.
Charlie Feathers, the same one as the album I just showed you. These are the CDs you can get from Norton too.
Where are you? Whoa.
Yeah. Honey.
Uh-huh.
This is Let's Bop. This is different artists.
No filter on that cigarette.
This is fantastic. This record, I mean this CD I should say, is just wonderful. And then there's another
Link.
Streets of Chicago, another one in the Missing Link series.
Very nice.
Also, they put out the most beautiful singles. Now some were current, like these Charlie Feathers ones. You know where I bought this single right here?
No idea.
Upstairs at Sun Studios in Memphis. There's a record store there now where it used to be Roy Orbison's room. Where he
Really?
stayed there. And that's where I bought that. Memorable.
For sure.
And there's a Hazel Adkins, Big Red Satellite. If you see me running, baby.
Greatest one-man band in the world.
Yeah, Hazel Adkins.
And his happy guitar.
Yeah.
So,
For $4.99 in 1990. Some dance. Link Ray with Bunker Hill. That was a singer who used to sing with the Raymond. Pretty, everything screaming on this. Now, this is a Flamin' Groovies 45. And these are, and this is a Pretty Things EP. You see it says Fontana because these are reproductions right down to everything except small Norton Records on the back. But these are pretty well. Beautiful, beautiful repops. Because to get this Pretty Things EP, I don't know who had that, especially in North America. Where they never toured or anything. So, that is Norton Records. What I have, anyway, part of, the hundreds of records and releases you could get from them. But,
just a small sample of what's in the attic underground.
Yeah. And I'd say that was like one of the first ones we've done just a label.
We got to get
Because
in.
they really warranted it, in my personal experience of just what pleasure they have turned me on to from this fantastic music.
Cheers, everybody. Hope your day.
Yes, today,
is going
cheers.
well.
Have a coffee, because
Coffee.
it's early and it's a frigid day in February here, so.
It is cold. It's February. It's always cold. But they say it's supposed to warm up a couple days and maybe snow on Saturday. Who knows? It is. Anyway.
Well, I think we warmed things up.
I feel a little warmer.
What the fun?
You'll find at the end of this video a little something extra for you, Don. You were showing some of the stuff you collected and saved over the many years. I got some stuff downstairs that's going to be at the end of this video, and Kevin has a lot more, but Someday we'll
Gives
get
us
in there.
material. We got material.
This is just a tease for what
Yeah.
might lie ahead. You've had your tea?
What are we gonna do?
Hello, everybody. Kevin asked a question. What are we gonna do?
What are we gonna do?
What are we gonna do?
So-
Well, Don, they were showing some of his memorabilia, and I thought, well, I got some old stuff. And this is my original piggy bank from, boy, oh boy, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, around in there. The only thing missing out of this dude is a little thing at the bottom.
It's probably made out of rubber tree rubber and disintegrated.
Yeah,
It was probably the real thing.
Anyway, we got a few things. Let me show you the real.
Okay.
This.
Should I? Oops. Still got the
Well,
subscription
send
card
away
in
for
it. All right, a 1988
Teen Beat.
Gene Beat, which must be your daughter, Erin's.
I don't know.
would
Aaron,
guess.
if you're watching this, well,
Maybe
we'll
that
have to talk.
seems.
I don't really recognize. Well, I recognize some of the people in there, but
Yes.
and
Now it's funny. I've got 16 magazines from the 60s that were
yeah, I
still cool because I mean they were articles about the Stones and the Kinks and the Beatles and
thought I had some that
Zappa.
I might have got rid of. Some of the stuff. Yeah, like I say, we don't know what we were doing or what we should have been keeping back in the day. Some of the stuff we did keep though, like what's.
And what is this too? I imagine this is this Michael Jackson Mad magazine probably dates it to the early 80s too.
Yeah, I think it's 88.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Got that schmaltz.
Want to get into these?
Yeah, we don't have to go through all these.
No, we'll go through them quick.
Just
These
hold them up
are-
right in front of you, Kevin. Right here.
right here?
Right there.
Right there. Okay.
Hi, everybody.
All right.
Perfect.
Should have put my shoes on. Should have been more formal, you know, shoes on and shaved and everything, but by the time we do our next show. Anyways, these are the ones, the Rolling Stone magazines. I'd say the second version, the original ones that started in 1968 used to fold over, right? You'd get them and unfold them to read. They were like a newspaper. But these are the 75, probably the biggest issues they made. I see that the new Grateful Dead album is out at the time, and the Eagles are on the cover.
The Eagles.
So this is what was going on at the time. Doonesbury.
Last Taco and Pago Pago and Pago Pago.
What do we got here? And we're gonna go through. Got a Stevie Wonder. Okay, let's say I believe about all these are 75. Here's a Phoebe Snow.
Oh, yeah.
So far, I haven't had to look who they are.
I see John Lennon in a conversation with John Lennon by Pete Hamill,
Okay.
Tom Donahue.
Oh, and there's an ad for a Rick Derringer album on the back.
Nice
Looking
hair.
kind of glam. 75, eh? Okay.
Cover missing?
Yeah, no, that's about a story, The Insider. No rock stars in this cover.
Oh,
No Dr. Hook. I wonder if that's in here.
part 2. I
The
don't know.
cover of the Rolling Stone. Same thing. Part 2. Am I making this hard for you to film there?
No, Ralph
Orson
Nader's
Welles,
up
okay.
there. Got something to say in that issue.
Okay,
Oh,
here's Rod Stewart.
Mm.
Just heard yesterday you can get your tickets for Rod Stewart and Cheap Trick.
Yeah.
So there's
And his girlfriend,
no age limit. Oh, that's Britt Eklund.
Exactly. Muhammad
Her
Ali.
and
I got.
Peter Sellers were quite the couple, I guess, from the Peter Sellers book.
Oh,
I
no
read.
kidding.
But there's Mohammed. He'd still be fighting.
Well, as you know, they're making a movie.
Yeah, haven't they already?
At least once.
Here's the Bee Gees. The later
Emerson,
disco
Lake,
Bee
and
Gees.
Palmer. The story at the bottom.
Yeah.
Bee Gees.
And what else? Cigarettes. Still advertising
Marlboro
cigarettes.
Man.
Here's Bob Marley. Now, I saw in the news today that Ben Who did I say?
The guy who played Gandhi.
Yeah, Ben Kingsley.
Ben Kingsley.
He's playing Bob Marley. Now, I don't know how that could be right.
Well,
I thought Bob Marley wasn't even 40 when he died, but hang in there for that one. If that's just somebody's typo. Jack Ford, the president at the time, son.
no, really?
Right, yes, at the White House. And so this makes this 1976, July 76. There
Wow.
you go, the centennial. No, the bicentennial, I should say, in the States.
Loggins and Messina break up. Oh,
July 4th,
dear.
76, so I went and seen the Stills Young Band with your brother John.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Who is that?
Paul Simon.
Paul Simon, is
Paul
it?
Simon with the beard.
Oh, okay. All right.
Woody Allen.
And you should have noticed he's so short he doesn't take up the whole
Yeah.
thing. Yes. Silent movie, Mel Brooks. Oh, what an overview of what was happening at the time.
Yeah.
Paul. There's Paul. Marlon Brando from the Missouri Breaks with Jack Nicholson. A big Western. We went and saw that at the show. Here we are dating ourselves saying old things like at the show. Carlos Santana, lost in mysticism and
Wow.
lead guitar. Peter Frampton here.
Lost year of
Oh,
the what? Oh, SLA. Wow, Patty Hearst.
oh,
Remember that story?
Oh, Tanya. Oh, right.
Patty Hearst. Then she got syndrome. What do they call that?
Where you get to be friends with your captor.
Yeah, and then you want to join the club and
Yeah. It's not Munchausen syndrome. That's when you like your kids to be sick. Okay,
Some other
we're turning
syndrome.
into a medical problem, like Dr. Oz here. Okay, who knows?
Oh,
Well, it's All the President's Men.
yeah.
Post Watergate.
What do you
Yes. Mary Hartman, Louise Lasser,
Wow,
rubbing her gums. Yeah.
got a mouthful. Those are big teeth.
Yeah, there's always coming a weird Coke reference in that because they'd always show her rubbing her gums. And
What's wrong with your gums?
okay, San Francisco. Oh my God.
San Francisco.
There, yeah, kind of. So many years
What a
later,
long,
the
strange trip it's
starship,
been.
and we built this city and stuff.
Easy
Oh
now.
my God! Oh my God! After just seeing all those Hot Tuna albums, and then they compared to this, David Bowie, probably doing his David Live. around
Rolling
that
on,
time,
roll the whatever, blah,
Golden
blah.
Years, maybe. Okay, of course.
Almost done.
What would Rolling Stone
Almost
magazine
done.
without a Bob and Joni there? That would be their Rolling Thunder.
Is it Rolling
review.
Zeus?
Yes. Rolling Thunder review. Okay. Jack Nicholson in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Look
Wow,
who
it was
else is
quite
on
the
there.
time.
Neil Sedaka.
Neil Sedaka.
There's. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. That's what else can you say, right?
And we'll end up.
Wow.
Nice Rolling Stone
Looky
doing
there.
Their 75 tour when I get to see him up in Maple Leaf Gardens.
Wow.
June 18th, 55 with you. Yeah.
Is that the
20th birthday. Yes.
Wow.
Who's on the back here? Oh, Edgar Winna.
Anyway,
Okay.
there you
I
go.
probably have all those.
No,
Yeah, Quinn.
I had a lot more. I gave you a bunch a long time ago. Actually, I got a bunch of Esquires. I gave you a bunch of those.
Yeah, always interesting
And
stuff.
I'm not missing them. Okay, that was longer than we thought, but hope you enjoyed.
No.
And, right, I guess. Okay,
My pleasure.
thanks, folks. Bye now.